All I can do is laugh at this point. NFL Week 6 predictions, and this year is turning out to be chaos. It's chaos. It's just all a jumbled mess. Nobody sees the Giants win last week. Nobody saw the Cardinals beating the Niners. Nobody can see what's going on at the beginning of this year. It's chaos. So it's leading to very poor records by everyone predicting videos. I've been doing this 3 years. This is my third year. Only had the channel for a year, so only publicly for the end of last year and then now. And I want to bang my head against the wall for these predictions. It's been rough. So last week, not so great. You see right here, I got 3 out of the, let's move me off for a second. 3 out of the 7 there. And then on the next slate of games, only 2 of the 7. 4 of the 7, then 2 of the 7. So 6 and 8 overall for the week. So last week, 6 and 8. Last season, 176 and 96, 65% correct. The goal is to get to 67% correct because that's typically how the favorites go. You got to try to pick the upsets correctly, though. This season, 39 and 39, 50% correct. That's not great, and this has been a year of upsets. But to be fair, how it usually works is teams take the first half of the season to stable out, then you can see what's going to happen a little bit easier. It makes it easier to pick the correct picks and the upset picks. So right now I freaking quit. Let's just get through to mid-season. Let's see how this goes. On the parlay, I do my parlay. I'm not a sports gambling station. I do $10 a week. Spend $180 over the season. Last week I won 1 week. Parlays are not easy. I do 6-leg parlays. You can see last week I did not get the Buccaneers pick correct. I did not get the Colts pick correct. Got the other 4 correct, but the 2 that upset it, they make it so they didn't work. Usually the parlay happens sometime mid-season when things settle down a little bit. So that's how this will typically go. This week's bye teams, the Chiefs, the Rams, the Dolphins, and the Vikings all have the week off so they can sit and think about their team in the future. Moves on to our predictions. So first up, we got Thursday night's game, the Niners visiting the Seahawks. I got the Niners handling that one pretty easily. I think the Seahawks were a fraud with easy schedule to start the season off. I don't think they're going to last. Then you got the Bears and the Jaguars in London at the early game, 6:30 my time. Oof. 33-16, the Bears are coming together, clicking on all the cylinders. They are a offensive and defensive juggernaut. The only reason the Jaguars won last week is because the Colts were injury-ridden and depleted. They really came back in that fourth quarter. Cardinals, Packers. I've got the Cardinals upsetting the Packers in Lambeau. So this is a very bold prediction. Winning in Lambeau is not easy. I just think the Packers are frauds. I think they've got one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. So I got the Cardinals going in there. It's hit or miss with the Cardinals, though. We'll see what we get. Colts and Titans, 1-point favorite for the Colts, but I have them winning by a touchdown. That's going to be a tough game in Tennessee as well. But I do think the Colts are better than what they look like for the first 3 quarters of the Jaguars game. The fourth quarter, they scored 24 points. That's really the identity they should be. Texans at Patriots. Texans should handle this one pretty easily. I've got them winning 24-17, even though they're going into Foxborough. I think that's a fairly easy one for them to handle. It might actually be bigger than this. The spread on that 7 points, I wouldn't put money on this game with it being in Foxborough, but I would lean more towards them covering that spread than not. Buccaneers at Saints, who knows yet if Derek Carr is going to go. I got the Buccaneers getting a little revenge this week, 25-18. The Saints, 2-0 start and then 3 in a row. 3 losses in a row. It's pretty rough for them, so I don't think that's going to end here. Browns at Eagles. Man, 9-point favorite. That is a huge spread, and I think the Eagles cover that. I do. Coming off the bye, the Browns just are not looking good. The chaos they have with Deshaun Watson and everything happening with that team, I don't think the Browns are in for happy days anytime soon. Commanders at Ravens, man, I might take the over on this game. The over, it's 52.5. I do have a score of 51 here. I think this will be a good game, but I think the Ravens' defense is the difference. Both high-powered offenses, but the Ravens' defense is going to be better than the Commanders' defense, so I think the Ravens win at home for that one. Chargers at Broncos. The Chargers are the favorite, the Chargers are the favorite in this one. I put that wrong. It should be +3 for the Broncos. Sorry, my mistake. I don't see, with the Broncos' defense stepping up the way it has, I don't see how the Broncos lose this one. So the Broncos are the underdog at home, but I think they win that one. A little out of order on this one. Steelers at Raiders. I don't think there's a way that the Raiders can beat the Steelers, but they are at home and their defense is decent, so I'm going to make it a close game. 24-20, I've got the Steelers beating the Raiders. Lions head into Dallas. This is a big upset call for me. There is a little bias here because I'm from the NFC. I'm a Bears fan. So there's bias here. I admit that. But I don't think the Lions look nearly as crisp as they were expected to look this year. So I'm going to have the Cowboys playing upset at home. That's going to be one of my big upset picks of the week. Falcons at Panthers. I think the Falcons will handle this one just fine. The spread is 6. I wouldn't bet against the spread with the way Andy Dalton and that offensive line for the Panthers has been playing. But I do think the Falcons do win this. This isn't a covering the spread video. This is just who wins. Giants, Bengals. I'm going to give the Giants the win on this one too. They looked good last week. They really did look good, and the Bengals still haven't gotten it together yet. So to me, it's the Bengals have got to prove it before I can put it on the Bengals. This one's a bold one. I do have the Giants winning that one, and then the Bills at Jets Monday night game. I got the Bills winning that one pretty easily. Obviously, we know Robert Saleh just got canned, and I think there's a little turmoil there, but I think the Jets will come out fight for something, but the Bills are just too strong for them. So here's my parlay for this week. I am not promoting sports gambling. I'm not trying to get you to go out and bet on the game, nothing like that. In fact, I turned down a sponsorship for gambling on this channel. I don't know why, because I'm an idiot, but I got the Bears covering the spread, 2-point favorite against the Jaguars. I got the Bills covering that spread against the Jets. Got the Broncos winning straight up. So as the underdog, I have the Broncos winning. I got the Colts winning straight up. It doesn't make much difference on that one because on the app I use in Vegas here, it's a pick'em. So that was a pick'em. So I just used money line. You can use the spread as well because the Colts were a 1 point. It wouldn't make a difference. I don't think they're going to win by 1 point. I got the Buccaneers covering 3.5 points and the Niners covering 3.5 points. That is a $10 wager. I'd win 601. I feel pretty confident in this one, actually. I do feel like this could be the week that I get my parlay, and hopefully we can go for 2 parlays this year. That would be nice. 1 win would cover the bets for the entire year, plus, $300-400 worth of bonuses. Go out for golf and go out for dinner and make it all worth it. So those are the picks I have for this week. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Let me know which ones you think I got wrong, which bold picks, which upsets I picked that you think I'm crazy up in the night, or which ones I picked that you think I got wrong either way. Good luck to your teams, and until next time, enjoy the games.